Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sheffield. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two groups.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength, to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to let it go. Picked off. Bringing it back. The 30. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know he wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Clemson 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere. Dropping
back, it's Raiola. A shot toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I see?
Lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
The first down throw. Intercepted by
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the...
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to pass. The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget it.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the first down.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of dudes, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graham. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The short hands, it's Graham. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence, and that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Turns it loose. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 14.
He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They'll dial one up on 2nd and 6 from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. At the 20, he's got space. And the defense drags him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the wideout. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score,